Hello everyone, Kolonji Murray with TaxAssurances. Want to do this video for the teachers out there. One of the benefits, along with obviously educating kids, of being a teacher is being able to have a special deduction on your tax return for all the expenses that you pay out of pocket for. Meaning, if you pay, for instance, let's say $1,000, whether it's the beginning of the year or throughout the course of the year, for out-of-pocket expenses like supplies, books, anything that's going to be kind of part of extracurricular activity that you have, that for one reason or another that the school is not reimbursing you for, that is something that you are actually able to take a tax deduction on. So the important part is making sure that you track all those expenses. And ideally, yes, you can put it on a debit card, you can put it on a credit card and get the statement at the end of the year. But ideally what you want to do is throughout the year, you want to keep a folder of all of the receipts for all of the expenses that, again, you are paying out of pocket for, you are not being reimbursed for, but is specifically for the benefit of you being a teacher in the classroom. And the way that's going to work on the tax return is we're going to sum up everything. So let's say, again, it comes to $1,000 for the end of the year. We're going to take that total, and you're not going to get the full $1,000 deduction. So it's not like a dollar for dollar deduction that you're going to be able to get. Right now it's like $300. They fluctuate every so often. Sometimes it gets adjusted for inflation and things like that. But either way, whatever the amount is, you still will get some sort of deduction, even though it's not a full amount, like dollar for dollar amount of a deduction. But again, you're tracking those expenses, you're bringing that in, and then we run that total. And then from there, we include that with your overall tax return, meaning you're obviously going to have the W-2 from your employer or employers if you have a second or a third job or something like that. And then that's going to help. It's not a heck of a lot of money, but it is something, as the phrase goes. So something is better than nothing. So you're able to get that deduction that's going to slightly reduce the amount of taxable income that you're going to have. So let's say, for instance, your annual income, for argument's sake, is $60,000. And then, again, we're going to take that credit or that deduction as an educator and be able to slightly lower your income in terms of being what is taxable for the year. But either way, the important part about this overall process is making sure that you disclose that you're a teacher, making sure that you've got receipts that kind of summarize all the expenses that you have, and making sure they get included in the tax return. That way you can get some sort of benefit for the job that you're doing as an educator. Obviously, if you've got more questions about this issue or anything else, by all means, reach out. I'd love to help.